Hi, it's me again with Corel Draw Tips and Tricks, and this video is about a new product by Laserjumpstart. And if you want to go to their website, it's just laserjumpstart.com. I've made several videos on their other software called Boxit and Flexit, but it's new to me. I just got it yesterday. It's called Wrapit. And it's meant to wrap around your wrist, or you can make a koozie out of it, and it's pretty slick. I've had it less than 24 hours, and I just went out and cut these out this morning. Here's your typical living hinge, but then they've added they've got like 5 different ones already pre-made. This is like a squiggle, and this one's stars and circles and lines. They're all very, very good. You can change the joints and make them 3 to 4 different types of joints. I really like the dovetail because it's pretty good. It holds it tight, and it's really easy. So I just drew these this morning. I actually drew them last night and went out to the shop to cut them. Now, just like in all my videos, do a test cut on your kerf. Matter of fact, Laserjumpstart even has a video, and I might make one and just put on my channel, is how to test your kerf. And toward the end of this video, or maybe in the next video, I'll show you how to test your kerf before you waste cutting all this, because this one took probably 10 minutes, this one probably took 5, and this one probably took 7 minutes to run. And if you don't want to waste wood and then your joints don't fit good and tight, because these are made to put around a cup or a koozie or a wine bottle, and you could engrave on them. It's pretty slick. So I was just going to make one real quick and just show you how easy it is. Let's move these pictures out of the way. It's a little bit different than Boxit. You don't have to have a pre-designed shape. So it's right here is the macro for Wrapit. You open it up. This is the dimension. It has to be in 1/2 inch increments, so 2 inches or 2.5 or 3. This is your wrap diameter, and so you need to figure out the diameter of your cup or your wrist. And I actually measured around and got the circumference, and then used pi to figure that out. I've already found that 4 latches for me works better on this particular thing. It's 2 inches tall. The more latches you have, the smaller they are and the closer they are to the edge. Let me back out of that a little bit. So if you make this has 4, if you make 3 or 2, they're quite large in the space between your first cut. And that can be, you can change that. I've already found out that you can add to that. Then you go to the design window and you put in your kerf. I found my laser this morning on 8-inch plywood. The best kerf was 0.01. Most laser kerfs, I think the default this was 0.004, but it was a little bit too loose. You put in your material thickness, and this, on their website, it says it makes a big deal and measure with the calipers. I don't think this really matters. It would matter later if you're going to, in some of their other programs, that you're going to add a latch. And then you go to the flex, and there's your line, and there's your spiral, which I have not cut yet. The diamond, I've cut that, but I need to modify it a little bit. It was a little bit too weak. This was kind of the same. The line works probably the best. It's easiest to cut. The stars in the circle work unbelievably well. It's flexible and it's strong because the spaces between the lines are good. And then the squiggle, what I cut out right here. You can actually design your own, and I might get into that later and make another video, but then you can choose your flexibility. And you can go the highest or the lowest or medium. And you just kind of play around with that. So after you've got that, you could add a picture. But after you've changed all this, every window that you change and you hit apply, and then go back to the design. We didn't change anything, but you could do dovetail, you could do square, which would be rather good, and then you could do a hinge. But I like the dovetail the best. Then hit apply, and then go back to the dimensions and hit go. And in a matter of 2 seconds, it has drawn that. Well, I just grab the outside of it. Let's grab, well, let me back up here. I need to move my other stuff out of the window. Let me see if I can't just delete this. So let's delete this, and because the program is going to put it where I need it. So let's go back to Wrapit. We didn't change anything. We can hit go. And there's our new dimension. And I picked a medium flexibility. So this is going to be not as flexible. Let's erase, well, let's tell you what, let's keep that on the screen. I did not cut one of these out yet, but I'm sure it would work. Let's go back to Wrapit. Let's go to Flex, and let's go to Highest. Hit Apply, and then go back to the dimension and hit Go. And keep in mind, I've had this less than 24 hours. So here's the difference between the medium and the high. Now, one advantage to this might be, and you could move these around. You know, I might make another video that you could move these around and maybe go in between here. And because the latch joints are going to be a little bit flatter because there's no cuts on them, where this is going to be a little bit more flexible right here. The good thing about this, the product is $89, and the possibilities are endless. And even if you say, well, I'm never going to use a wrap, you could use these hinges on a multiple of applications. Anyway, so just play around with it, give it a shot. They do have it updated for all the Corels that are out right now. They have, mine is 2018, and it is working real well. So stay tuned for more videos on this. Hope that helped a little bit. Thank you for watching.